Okay, well, if I'm going to talk about the inspiration for this piece, I'll have to go back about 15 years when I was on a road trip in upstate New York, and I went to various Shaker communities and museums, and I saw Shaker furniture for the first time, and I was struck by its simplicity, clean lines, and just straightforwardness of construction. And I thought that it would be great to translate that into reclaimed steel. So that brings in the drawer part of the piece, which is based on Shaker furniture, seat cupboard, storage cabinet, apothecary. And the next part is inspired by the quilts of G's Bend, which was a show I saw at the Milwaukee Art Museum about 8 years ago. And I had seen the colors that really inspired me, and there was a connection for the reclaimed materials that I've been using, and I had found a lot of colored materials at the scrapyard, and I was wanting to know how to put them into my furniture making process. So I was able to create a quilt cupboard or quilt cabinet, and that's how you get the inspiration for this piece. It's a combination of Shaker and quilts. It's all constructive steel. To get my raw materials, I go to various scrapyards across Wisconsin, and I will look for already aged, patinaed sheet steel, usually 1/4 inch or 3/8 to 1/8 inch, and I will dig through scrapyards and purchase that sheet material, and then the colored bits, the elements of the piece are either scavenged shelving or signage, or bits and pieces from discarded industrial elements that I find at scrapyards or auctions. Now, I have a studio that's a 100-year-old cheese factory that I work in, and I've converted that to a metalworking shop. Lay out my cut sheets and weld them together with a MIG welder. I try to do all my welds on the insides of the piece, remains fairly fluid and clean to the eye visually, so that it's kind of mimicking the woodworking techniques of the Shakers, you know, so that the joinery is hidden. In context of the memory show, I guess there's a few points that this embraces. One would be just the fact that it's a piece of furniture, and there is, you know, memory just built in furniture. People put their things that are remembered, or give it to a cache for, you know, items that you want to remember. This is a lot of drawers that can hold that sort of thing. The inspiration came from quilts that were originally made by the women of G's Bend that were using old denim clothes and remnants from a life past, whether it had been a husband or a family member, and all those items may have been the only existing memory of their partner or whoever family member, and they were knitted into a quilt, or quilted into a quilt, sewn into a quilt. So that's where I get the reference for the quilting. And with industrial scrap, comes with a memory, cutting it up and giving it a new